Oh yes, at last. It's the game I've waited my entire life to play. A dark and serious Waluigi game. The Dark Souls of Waluigi games, you might say. A game in which Waluigi is a 100% serious Lovecraftian entity hell-bent on bringing about the apocalyptic collapse of the world. Also, is that Captain Lou Albano?
Do the Marios!
What is the purpose of life? Why does anything exist? Why am I here? Waluigi. Mario fan games have been a thing on the internet since the late 90s and early 2000s, and also by extension, Waluigi fan games have been a thing. You may have heard of Psycho Waluigi, a fantastic little game full of originality, often considered to be one of the best Mario fan games of all time, despite being about the Purple Man. What is it with Waluigi? Why is he such a beacon of inspiration to us? Why is he such a powerful, handsome man? Well, not to be confused with Psycho Waluigi, there's actually a new Waluigi game that came out recently. Essence of Waluigi. Essence of Waluigi was made by Dr. Zuplo, creator of many wacky fan games such as MotelWaluigi.exe and Bald Luigi's Crust Must Deluxe. Okay, good. In Essence of Waluigi, you play as Mario, looking and sounding like Captain Lou Albano from the 1980s Super Show cartoon.
Do the Marios!
The best creative decision one could possibly make. The same old nightmare. Maybe it's finally time to set things right. So according to the story of this game, 5 years ago, Mario's brother Luigi was killed by a dark, mysterious force called the Essence of Waluigi. And as a result of this, Mario has left the Mushroom Kingdom. But thanks to the nightmares, he's now ready to return home and defeat Waluigi's essence once and for all. I'm kind of in love with how this game manages to take itself completely seriously. Despite the silly plot, it manages to be sort of engrossing, thanks to its dark world building and lore, and not to mention the dramatic music, taken from games like Castlevania, Sonic, and Final Fantasy. So after Mario enters the Mushroom Kingdom, he gets transported to Waluigi's Purple Utopia hellscape.
I'm going to make you wish you never left the Mushroom Kingdom.
Where he finds evil statues, purple grass, and the existential horror of Waluigi nose trees. I feel ridiculous talking about this. Also, what's that big glowing ball of light? Is that the essence? Maybe it's Waluigi's godless soul floating in a black vacuum of nothingness. The gameplay of Essence of Waluigi is not perfect, and it's not nearly as good as, say, Psycho Waluigi's gameplay, but it plays smooth for a fan game. Mario has a triple jump that's quick, useful, and efficient, and you can use a dive and hammer move that are great for throwing yourself all over the map. Pasta power. There are only a few levels, but there are evil Waluigis all over the place, so kill them. Kill them all. Sometimes the platforming can be awkward due to the screen feeling too zoomed in, where it feels like you're getting lost or having to make huge leaps of faith across big gaps. But the whole thing's so short and replayable, there's really not a lot else to complain about. It has a pretty good flow to it. After Mario journeys through a few epic levels, he reaches a tall, sinister tower where Waluigi resides, and you have to go on a big vertical climb to reach the climax. God, the choice of music is so good. During the final boss battle with Waluigi's essence, there are multiple endings you can get, depending on how many coins you collect through the game. If you get the bad ending, Mario dies and the world ends.
Do the Marios!
Get a better ending, Waluigi is defeated and Mario's brother Luigi comes back to life. But unfortunately, Mario gets corrupted by the essence in the final moments. It was all for nothing. Get the best ending and the boss fight is expanded. Luigi flies toward the big glowing essence in the sky and destroys it once and for all. The world goes back to normal and the brothers live happily ever after. But actually, Dr. Zuplo says he's making a sequel, so maybe they don't live happily ever after. Overall, great fan game. The tone and presentation really made this one for me. It feels like an intense, melancholic climax to a long story. But it's a short story, and the whole thing just exists as a climax, which kind of works in a weird way. In conclusion, Waluigi is a complex historical figure in our world, and this game honors the man with nobility and authenticity. In this moment, we salute and appreciate Waluigi, world conqueror, king of all kings, alpha male sexy man, wiry mustache god. Long may he reign.